Summary of The Visit by Friedrich Dürrenmatt. The Visit is about a woman who goes back to her hometown 45 years after being hurt by a man and wants to get back at him or, as she puts it, by justice. At the beginning of the play, a group of unemployed people in the made-up Swiss town of Gullen are waiting at a train stop for the famous billionaire Claire Zachanassian to arrive. They are sad about how their home is falling apart. Gullen used to be a famous cultural center, but the economy has since gone into a deep and terrible depression. Even though most of the people in the village are poor, they still have hope that Ms. Zachanassian, who was born and raised in Gullen, will help restore the town. Alfred Ill, Gullen's most popular man and soon-to-be mayor, is leading a drive to get Claire to donate. He used to be in a relationship with her and thinks that he can use that to get her millions. Claire gets to Gullen a few hours earlier than planned, which makes everyone in the town very worried. As soon as she and her group get off the train, the Gulleners quickly get the choir together and put on their frock coats and top hats for the special welcome they have planned for her. Ill was the first person to greet the billionaire, which is the first time the two have seen each other in 45 years. Ill tells Claire nice things about herself all the time, thinking that this will make her spend more, but it doesn't work. Claire tells Ill straight out that she are both old and fat now, and then she shows him all of her artificial arms. She also takes a moment to meet her staff, Bobby, her butler, Roby and Toby, her goons, Moby, her seventh husband, and Kobe and Loby, her blind friends. She says that she gave her servants names that rhymed because she liked them that way. Some Gulleners, especially the teacher, are scared of Claire because of her strange entourage, her bluntness, and her strange luggage, which includes a caged panther and a coffin, among other things. In any case, everyone is looking forward to her coming. While her bags are being moved to her room at the Golden Apostle Inn, Claire and Ill go back to places they used to go to tryst. They talk about the time when they were young and in love. Ill broke up with Claire for Matilda Blumhard, who owned Gullen's general store and was richer at the time. Claire became a prostitute after Ill left her. It was there that she met the rich man who would become her first husband, the oil magnate Zakashian. At the end of our walk in the woods, Claire and I will go back to the Golden Apostle to join a feast being held in her honor. To get more money, the mayor gives a statement in which she praises the billionaire. Claire doesn't care about the fake speech, but she still gives the town $1 billion. One thing is all she wants: Alfred Ill must be killed. Ill is shocked by this because he thought he had the billionaire eating out of his hand up until now. He yells at Claire and tells her to go away, but her butler steps forward to explain. The butler worked for Claire for 45 years before becoming her chief justice. During that time, he heard a paternity case that Claire, then a child, had made against Ill. Ill lied when he said he wasn't the father of Claire's child, and he paid 2 witnesses to back up his story. Claire lost the trial, was sent away from Gullen, and started working as a prostitute. Kobe and Loby were the liars who played the witnesses. Claire found them years later and blinded and castrated them. She is now going after Ill in Gullen as part of her payback campaign. She says she only wants justice and that she can now afford it. The Gulleners are shocked by Claire's evil plan. The mayor firmly turns down Claire's offer on behalf of his constituents, citing the town's dedication to a long humanistic practice that puts people before money. Claire just tells them she will wait until they decide otherwise. In the days after the dramatic dinner, Ill sees Claire's goons changing the wreaths on the empty coffin that Claire brought to Gullen, probably for Ill. He is also seeing more business at the general shop he runs, where people are buying luxury items on credit that they couldn't afford before. When Ill sees that all of his customers are wearing the same brand new, expensive yellow shoes, he starts to think that his neighbors are thinking about Claire's idea and buying things before she gives Ill $1 billion, which is a requirement for her to make the offer. For safety, Ill goes to see Gullen's leaders one by one, the policeman, the mayor, and the priest, but finds that they have all started living beyond their means. The Gulleners say they won't take Claire up on her offer, but the fact that they are spending more shows that they are looking forward to Claire's gift, and, by extension, Ill's death. Il knows this and tries to leave town on the train, but the crowd of people from town who are waiting for him at the station scares him into staying. While this is going on, Claire watches the town from her balcony at the Golden Apostle as a group of Gulliners look for her escaped Black Panther. At the beginning of the last act of the play, Claire has just married her 8th husband, but she is already getting ready to get a divorce. The doctor and teacher come to see her while she is busy with her marriage. They tell her that the people in the town have racked up huge bills and that the town needs her help more than ever, but no one wants to kill Il. Instead of Claire's offer, they suggest that Claire invest in Gullin's business. This would not only bring back paying jobs to town, but it would also make Claire money. Claire tells them that she already owns the town's business, which makes them very upset. As she planned, she ran it into the ground to ruin Gullin's finances and set the stage for her payback on Il. At the same time, Il's wife's customers at the general store have started publicly insulting Il and supporting Claire. This is a big change in public opinion since the Gulliners stood up for Il and turned down the billionaire's offer. When reporters come into the shop and ask about Claire and Il's relationship, the people in the town say generic things about young love and nostalgia, but they don't say anything about Claire's demand. The teacher, who is drunk and feels bad about what he did, almost breaks the quiet, but people around him keep him in check until the reporters leave. Il comes back all of a sudden after hiding above his shop for days. He goes to find the teacher, who, while still drunk, tells him that the town can't say no to Claire's money. When the mayor comes by to let people know about a meeting about Claire's offer, Il says he will wait for the town to decide. The mayor tells Il in a roundabout way that he should kill himself to save everyone else the pain, but Il refuses and tells the people of Gullin to kill him themselves because they made the wrong choice. When it looks like Il is going to die soon, he spends his last hours driving with his family and making up with Claire in the woods. Claire says she has loved Il all along, but that years of anger have turned her love into something bad. Claire says that once Il is dead, she will finally be able to control him for the first time. They break up, and Il goes to his trial. A lot of people from the town and reporters who are writing about Claire's visit show up to the public meeting. The mayor, who is in charge of the meeting, makes sure that the press doesn't know about Claire's death threat. Instead, he leads Gullin in a vote to make justice a reality. The people of the town all agree to take Claire's money, which means Il is killed without him saying a word. It is said that Il died of happiness when Claire's bequest was accepted, which is what they say to the press after killing him. After some time, Claire gets the body and gives the mayor a check. The people of Gullin are happy about their newfound wealth as she leaves with the body of her ex-lover.
About the author. Dürrenmatt was born in 1921 in Knulfingen, a small town not far from Bern, which is the capital of Switzerland. His grandfather was a famous satirist and his father was a pastor. As a child, he became very interested in philosophy and had a dark sense of humor. Both of these traits come through in his work. When Dürrenmatt was in his mid-40s, he decided to stop working on his doctoral paper about the philosopher Kierkegaard and start writing music. When Dürrenmatt later got an honors doctorate from the University of Pennsylvania, he said that he quit school because he realized that it is not only possible to think with the philosophy, but also with the theater stage. It is written, his first play, caused fights in the crowd right away because it was so controversial. Romulus the Great, which came out in 1950, was his first big hit. The Visit, which came out in 1956, was his next big hit. All of his plays are a bit silly and gross, but Dürrenmatt thought that this was how politics worked in Switzerland after World War II because it showed how hypocritical and greedy people were. A lot of Dürrenmatt's plays, like The Physicists, 1961, and The Meteor, 1966, go in the same direction. After his play Der Mitmacher failed in 1970, Dürrenmatt stopped writing new plays and instead focused on revising literature he had already written. He thought that his plays could never be finished if they were to accurately reflect how life is always changing, which is what he thought they should do. He kept making changes to his writing until he died in 1990.
Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.